Choosen. What's up? Peace. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all, the ops don't want to be the ops no more. Huh? The ops don't want to be the ops no more. Okay. 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 You know, it's so interesting because it's like they realize that if they knew then what they know now. Huh? Oh, they recognize that there's a toll to pay with the Most High for being on that bullshit. Huh? This energy is so lit. I'm like, poof, 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 poof. We ain't taking those shots. Or are we taking shots? Ooh, let's get into it. First of all, welcome to my channel. It's your favorite spiritual cousin, Diamond Water. Thank you to all my people returning. Thank you to any new subscriber. I appreciate you spending the time with me right now. All right, so let's get into the message because I received some downloads. You know, downloads, aka when I'm getting ready to tune in, it's like, what do I need to talk about? Message. All right. So not only do they recognize that there's a toll to pay, so they're receiving the energy that they put out to you. Ooh. Ouch. Because for some, that energy was nasty. Who's getting the last laugh? We over here cracking up. And it's not even like to be like, look at you, I see the mess you're going through. It's more like, damn. Well, you had an opportunity to do right by this person, that person. Like, it's not even everything about you. It's about you, them, they, they're over there, like all these people. So they're really collecting on a multitude of negative energy. So you've released yourself, you pulled yourself back, right? Yeah, for sure. Because you were guided to. If they knew then what they know now, they wouldn't have fill in the blanks. They wouldn't have treated you wrong. They wouldn't have talked crazy about you. They wouldn't have hurt you. They wouldn't have been manipulative. They wouldn't have lied in all the ways that they did. They wouldn't have just in general been negative. They would not have been a catalyst to try to break you down, right? Yeah, it may have worked for a little bit of time, but because you're on God's team, those are temporary setbacks, right? We all go through situations where we learn and grow. And sometimes the op was the reason why you leveled up 10 levels, right? You may have dealt with somebody or a situation and now you leveled up 10 levels, right? They thought because of them, you was going to get to the best version or you was going to level up because of them. And it was like, no, 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 no. I'm the reason that would have helped your situation. I would have made your situation grow. But because, you know, there's some opposition energy, some opposing energy, I'm going to just do me and you do you. The ops don't want to be the ops no more because they recognize, like, yeah, that's the gem. That's always been the gem. Try to overlook it, try to make it seem like that gem ain't shit. But really, oh yeah, it's always been that thing, right? Every single time. Every single time. But it's okay. You're not interested in reconciliation. There is like reconciliation is not even the energy right now. Cleansing, healing, separation, honestly, is the energy right now. So while you, as the spiritual being and the chosen one, you've leveled up. You've leveled up during this energy. But they didn't think you did because you were so quiet about your journey. It's not for everybody because I don't know about you, but for me, plenty of times I get to talking and talking and talk and blockage. And I'm like, what the fuck? Where is this coming from? Why is my shit, why is this not working out right? Like, that's weird. Oh, hell no. So and so, your sister, your cousin, your auntie, they didn't already spit on that shit. They didn't want you to do what you needed to do. Why? Because you would have been better than them, in their opinion. From our opinion, as a chosen being, you already know we on the same page. You ain't worried about being in competition. There is no envy. What? That's a sin. Hold on. You a church going. You go to church, right? But you want me to be envious to you? Wait a minute. Why are you trying to have me envious of you? That's weird. Oh wait, we're not on the same page. Once again, I'm a child of God. You fear God. Ooh, a little bit different. For me, I fear God in the sense of like, I'm not getting ready to do too much questioning. I'm just going to accept the situations as they are because I recognize that there's a lesson. But other people fear God as in they don't do anything. Well, hold on. Let me back up. They be on some bullshit, but it's only to turn around and fear God. How can I break that down? We're gonna move on from that because I done lost that. That means I wasn't even supposed to get into it. And I'm okay with that because not every message is for everybody in every moment. So we're gonna move on. But Mercury retrograde is coming to an end. So some of y'all may or may not have had dealt with several energies from the past trying to come back into your life. They want to reconcile. They want to express love and gratitude for who you are and what you have going on and, what you're doing. Thank you. I receive. But in the same breath, there is no recrossing the line. We're not even getting ready to go back to anything that you had in the past. Because guess what? This version today, completely different. That old version that died a long time ago, might have been willing to take on some bullshit, accept some bullshit, and deal with your bullshit. But we're not doing none of that. No. So doors are closing, and they've been closed, and they want to knock at the door. You might even open it, just creak it. Hold out my door. Shut that thing right on back. Because it's like, I can still talk to you, but now I see you. I can't move forward with you how I did in the past. I know you resonate. With this one. I can't even ask you if it resonates. I know you resonate. Whoever has received this message, who was able to click on this video, you know what I'm talking about. So, they're just realizing that like you've let go of the energy attached to them. You can still love them, but now it's from a distance. Ouch. It hurts for them, not so much for you, because you've been put in a healed space. And you're basically claiming your energy and you're following your direction. All right. So I pulled a few cards because, I be having to tune in before I check in with y'all. It is what it is. That's how I function. So a couple cards came out, purpose and discipline. And at this point, you've realized your purpose again. And what I've come to understand is that, I've come to understand that our purpose changes often, right? So not only, okay, let me explain. So the purpose that God gives us over our life is one general purpose, but for every moment in between, you may have a different purpose. So in your lesson, you have a different purpose as the receiver of the lesson or the giver of the lesson, right? So at this point, you've received so many lessons while chasing your purpose that you have a new level of discipline that is now going to allow you to move forward because you're willing to do what you got to do regardless of whatever they said, whatever she said, he said, whoever they are. You're moving forward. Good for you. Loving you. Hey, do that. Okay, looking good while you do it. All right. Did Cash Doll say? She said, make sure you look good when you do it. Hey, I don't remember the whole verse because I be trying not to remember everything. But listen to Cash Doll. What was it? Man, if I have my thing, my tablet, I'll look it up. But anyway, moving on. Y'all know, whoever is resonating, you know what song I'm talking about. The 10, she giving the rules on how we should function as women. But it goes for men too. But you know what I mean? All right. So at the end of the day, at this point now, your purpose is protected more than ever. So there's not an option for negative energy to infiltrate. The ops don't want to be the ops no more. So now they didn't set back. They can't throw rocks and stones and hide their hands and act like they didn't do this shit. Because God sees everything. Your angels and ancestors have been protecting you throughout the whole process. So they're receiving karma while their hands are tied. Ooh, ouch. Okay? And their hands are tied because they were spitting out envy and wishing that you would fail. I'm telling you that you're meant for greatness. Just simply based on your authentic self, your authentic soul, your authentic spirit, your authentic being here on this earth in this moment in time. How beautiful is that? That's beautiful. Can't nobody take anything away from you because now you're really functioning in your authenticity. And you're not willing to allow anyone to energy harvest from you. You're being clear and setting your boundaries, or you already set them. So, there's a little bit of time lapse when you set your boundaries. And then people don't want to understand the fact that you're like, okay, I need some me time. I'm going through. So now you're not even going through anymore. You're going around. While other people are going through some shit, you're like, been there, done that. I'm going around. You should have listened when I was trying to give you the message, when I was trying to drop that tea, when I was trying to, give you the resources of knowledge, that intellectual property that was given to you by the Most High. I know mine is. Holy Spirit, I'm connected. Okay? Like, don't take that silence for weakness, because that silence is golden. That silence is golden in so many ways. But we're going to get another message to wrap it on up. All the right things come to you in the most unexpected ways. Yep. Because you have really just changed the version. There's been an upgrade. There's been a tune in to the right frequency. And that frequency is how you are connected to God. So there was people trying to put extra little tunes and bass where it don't belong on the frequency on how you hear, and you're like, wait a minute, hold on, I'm not hearing correctly. Wait, the distraction, confusion. Wait, Hold on. Uh, uh, negative influence. Wait, I'm not hearing. But now you hear it. You're receiving. You've already made the mistakes. You've already made whatever mistakes you was gonna make. And now, because of those mistakes, see, mistakes are amazing for growth. That's how you learn. You can't move forward without having some type of understanding of how certain things don't work right. You're a fool if you continue to push past what you already know doesn't work. Okay? So there's nothing outside of you that can't fulfill what you're moving forward towards. Everything that you've worked towards, what you're wanting to desire, once again, that purpose is protected and you're going to succeed. It's now the time to see the chosen. Watch. There's been plenty of chosens that have, already popped out and shown, right? There's even more that you're going to see now because everybody is on different timelines. You're called out when God needs you. And sometimes you have to take a back seat. It is what it is. You have to go into hermit mode and learn to accept the things that you went through and move forward, right? So it's like, you can't live in regret because all the experiences that you had made you who you are today, right? So in that time that you had to change paths just a little bit, pivot, move around, go around, because you're no longer going through, you had to go around. You came to a point where you was literally able to pivot, a turning point, right? But that turning point got you to where you need to be. What's coming to mind is like this message is at the beginning of April, which is also the time that we're celebrating uh the death of Jesus, right? Yahshua. Okay. So there was change. Yahshua became the most important version of itself through death. Think about that. So you have to die to old ways that no longer serve you, whether that be people, places, or things. And what you went through was not in vain. Because now, Yeshua, I love saying it both ways. But anyway, that energy, that creation of God was an example of how we should be. So now we're no longer in the winter energy where we're breaking down and shutting things down. Yeah, there was a cap, there was a close, and now there's a new space of greatness and the ability to be memorable for who you are. I ask people sometimes, what's the difference between you and Jesus? Speaking as like sometimes to Christians. And it's like, oh, I didn't do this. I can't, walk on water. I didn't heal. I didn't feed the hungry. I didn't multiply. And it's like, but you're supposed to. You're definitely supposed to. Jesus was the example. And now I have to say Jesus because I'm trying to reach a broader uh, audience, a broader group of people that understand. Some people understand the conversion of the Hebrew language, and Jay wasn't even a part of it. Yahshua. Okay, little message. But I still rock with Jesus because it's the same energy. Mm-hmm. So at this moment, there's no time to wait for like extravagant experiences. Your value will depreciate while you're waiting for something extravagant to happen. You have to proceed the way that God is asking you to proceed right now, today. Right now, yesterday. Because at yesterday, you're already behind. So, right now, today, stay in the now. Moving forward, you'll understand and understand where you need to be moving forward. But you have to stay in the now and accomplish what God has for you now so that your tomorrow will look completely different. There's steps and levels. So I just want to say good for you. Congratulations to the people that are being obedient and listening and hearing with their newfound eyes and ears, being willing to see, feel, and hear with multiple spaces of their eyes, their heart, and their emotions. Good for you. And if you're not there yet, this is your reminder to expand how you function. Not everything is in the brain. The brain is an organ for sure, absolutely. But your brain is used to think. Your brain can also be used to feel. Just like your eyes can help you feel and your heart can help you feel. Okay. So when we talk about feel, it's FEEL and also FIIL. How can you fulfill what you need to do based on how you feel? Ooh. Ooh. I felt that. Who's getting the last laugh? They didn't know you was that lit. I mean, it's deep. It's wordplay is such a big thing. That's why, like, some of my favorite rappers, they be, and singers, artists, whatever, they be on that wordplay. So anyway, moving on. Thank you so much for tuning into this message. If it resonated with you, share, like, subscribe. I love you so much. And once again, I appreciate you spending time tuning in with your favorite spiritual cousin, Diamond Water. Live in peace so you can rest in peace.